Yo, what's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy, Kevin Forte, and we are taking a look today at some more trade rumors. There's a lot of stuff going on in the rumor mill, so make sure you're subscribed down below so you can catch the latest news around the league. All right, so with that said, let's get into today's video. We're talking about the Buffalo Sabres, the status on some of their pending unrestricted free agents, some guys that may be available ahead of the deadline, guys like Colin Miller, and some other guys. We'll get into that. And the Seattle Kraken's first captain in NHL history in his first season. He already seems to be on his way out. He's packing his bags. Mark Giordano is in the trade rumor mill, is on the final year of his contract with the Seattle Kraken. He may be chasing a cup this year toward the deadline, so we'll be going over that as well. So we're going to start off up in Buffalo. So the Buffalo Sabres headlines, really the big guy right now is Colin Miller. The right shot defenseman of the Buffalo Sabres is having a pretty solid year for the team. And the price tag has been revealed for Colin Miller, at least at this point. So the Sabres, I'm told, are hoping to land a first-round pick for Colin Miller. And that was from Pierre LeBrun. And then we got some other reports. There's a couple of defensemen here. But the big one, this is the bigger one here from the Athletic Trade Board. And this is on the Sabres. Also available in Buffalo, besides Colin Miller, Robert Haig, Mark Pysyk, both defensemen, Cody Eakin, and Vinny Hinostroza. Again, none of those guys are going to go for a super big price tag, but they could be worth third, fourth, fifth, sixth round, seventh round draft picks. So there's extra depth in terms of draft picks for the Sabres. Maybe some of those guys they look to lock up longer term as veterans on the team to build around Owen Power and everybody else coming in next year. But that's something that the management in Buffalo will be figuring out here up until the deadline. So like I said, Robert Haig, a guy they just acquired, last summer in the Ryan Ellis debacle situation with the wait, when did they get Robert Haig? Okay, whatever. So we're just going with that. But then the other thing we have to get to here is Mark Giordano. Kind of staying on the defenseman front. Mark Giordano, the first captain in Seattle Kraken history, is available. And this is from the Athletics Trade Board as well. The expectation, according to one GM, is that Seattle will ask for at least a first-round pick for any team bidding on Mark Giordano. So I think that's a pretty good price tag. Again, this guy won the Norris Trophy back in 2018. He's been the captain of the Seattle Kraken this past season. He was the captain for almost a decade for the Calgary Flames. So it's no real surprise that they are looking for a decent haul for their defenseman. And that was also from The Athletic. So that's kind of what we're hearing right now. I think this is going to be a lot of teams interested in these similar players, like Colin Miller, like Mark Giordano. The only problem is there's no real high-end talent in terms of defensemen, maybe other than Chychrun and Klingberg, who realistically, I think the only big defenseman we're going to see get moved is John Klingberg. I think that's the biggest name on the board right now. I think Chychrun's a summer move. And are we starting to see a flooding of the market of all these defensemen? Are they all worth a first-round pick? Like here's the thing. You got John Klingberg worth a first. You've got Giordano. You've got Colin Miller, Ben Sherratt. All these guys are worth a first-round pick. There's only so many teams that will be giving up their first-round pick, especially in what is supposed to be a very deep 2022 NHL draft. Do you really want to give up your first-round pick? And I think that's something that a lot of teams are going to be trying to figure out here over the next couple of weeks. If they're a playoff team, if it's worth even doing that, because you could end up being in a spot where that becomes a lottery pick. First-round picks are not cheap. So I think that's something that if there's too many defensemen, the buyers are actually going to have the leverage. They're going to say, this team's offering a first for this guy. We're just going to go after him, right? And it could be more of a bidding war toward 3 o'clock at the deadline. So we'll see what happens there. But guys, if you want to know the latest news coming here into the NHL trade deadline, this is our busiest time of the year here at Goal Line Hockey. Make sure you are subscribed down below for the latest news in the rumor mill of the NHL. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.